Hi, welcome back. I'm Chloe. Hopefully you've already done the first video and began to enjoy the feeling of doing some exercise and some movement. Here's the second video, which is designed for adults and youth. To help you to feel good, to introduce you to simple movement. And today's video is going to be looking at the breath and linking breathing to the movements of our body. Okay, so we're going to start standing up in our strong standing position and go through some breathing exercises and then something called a spine curl and looking at our ribs as well. Okay, so let's get started. Make sure you've created a nice safe space, okay, free from any objects, loose objects on the floor that you might trip over. And make sure you've got enough space above you and to the sides a little bit, okay, to move around. All right, so thinking about our feet and those feet being underneath our hips there, with that gap between the feet, pressing our heels down into the floor, down, 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 nice and strong. Feeling the support of the floor more than you would normally, really focusing on the floor coming up to support you and your feet and your weight, okay? And then have a wiggle around of your toes if you need to and the arches of your feet, and just make sure all of your weight is spread evenly through the feet. Okay, if you've managed to take your shoes off, that's fantastic. And pulling up through the crown of your head up to the ceiling and feeling that spine lengthen and growing taller. Okay, so when we're feeling pretty strong there, if you could put one hand on your chest and one on your tummy somewhere, that'd be amazing. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Just gently and normally, just enough to be able to hear it. And notice where the breath is going to for now. Is it going more into the chest and pushing your chest into your hand? Or is it going more into your tummy? Or can you not feel it going anywhere? That's fine. Just for now, just create an awareness, become more aware of where your breath is going to in your body as it comes in and then goes out. And then begin to try and let that breath come in a little bit deeper, maybe into this hand here that's on the tummy, and fill up. Let those tummy muscles go, just let it flop. Don't be afraid, don't be scared, just let your tummy get bigger and press into that hand. Your breath might become a bit louder as well. And if it's small and short and here in your chest, a little bit more like this, or tight, or you can't feel anything, then that might be because you're in a state of maybe feeling a little bit worried or anxious. So slowing our breath down and getting our breath deeper down into our body helps us to calm down as well. Okay, so just enjoy that. A few more breaths in and out. Drawing the breath in nice and slow and deep. Recognizing with your hands which body part is receiving the breath. Aiming to get the breath deeper and lower. Great, well done. Okay, so this time, star breathing. We're going to reach through our fingertips so our arms become longer, 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 as long as you can get them. As we breathe in, we're going to lift our arms, and as we breathe out, bringing our arms down. Okay, So let's try that. Just a small one to start. In through your nose, out through your mouth. That's it. Maybe getting a bit higher. And really being honest with yourself about where your breath is running out. So we breathe in and lift our arms for as long as our breath lasts. If we can't breathe in anymore, our arms stop and we breathe out. That's it. Trying to increase the length and the depth of your breath. If you're just about here, that's fine. Just keep going with that. Maybe each time you revisit this video, or on each breath, you might be able to lengthen and deepen the breath. Some of you might be able to get your arms all the way up to your ears. And one more. Different times of the day may enable you to breathe deeper or not as well. Okay, so we can revisit that one and see what your progress is. Great, so I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. I'm going to help you go through a spine curl. Okay, so a spine curl is where we drop our chin to our chest and we use the weight of our head to go forwards, and we bend our spine, or we curve our spine over, using the weight of our head to lead us, and letting our arms just hang and flop. Try and give them a wiggle, release all the tension and tone in our arms. Just let them flop and become relaxed. And as you curl over, sucking your tummy in nice and strong in towards your spine. And when you get as far as you can like this, you'll then need to bend your knees. Okay, so very gradually bend your knees. If this is as far as you can go, that's fine. Or you may be able to bend your knees a little bit further. Carry on letting the head lead you as far as you can go until it's comfortable. And just stop wherever that's comfortable there. And just enjoy nodding your head, saying yes, shaking your head to say no, release that tension. It doesn't really matter where your arms are as long as they're floppy. And then coming up really slowly, reversing the way we came, unpeeling, gradually, stacking each part of your spine, each vertebrae one at a time, straightening the legs first, still curving over with the spine, straightening the legs, and then we can come up from the hips, replacing our shoulders, our upper spine, our head very last. That's a spine curl. And this time we're going to link the breath with the spine curl. So as we get smaller and we fold together like a book, we curl down, we're breathing out. And when we expand and we get bigger and we stand up, we unpeel, we breathe in. Okay, it's quite a long breath. So don't worry if you don't get it straight away. Just keep breathing naturally, okay? And then start to work towards one big long breath, down and up, okay? So here we go. We need to take a breath in before we drop our chin to our chest. In through our nose. Here we go, down. Slowly releasing the breath. And in. You may need to hold it a little bit, that's okay, and then breathing out. linking the breath. If the breath is too fast for the body, just make the body faster. Try and meet somewhere in the middle. Or stop. There, just experiment with that until you get better and better at linking the body movement with the breath. Well done. So one last thing is rib lifts, okay? So this is our rib cage under here. If you fiddle around there, you'll be able to find your bones, your rib cage. And just with one hand, put your hands on your ribs. There we go. And we're going to lift the ribs away from the waist, using the muscles rather than yanking it with your hand. The hand is just to feel it working. So using the muscles around your middle, we're going to lift the ribs up away from this waist here, creating some space, and down, and up, and down, and the other side. What we're doing is just becoming more aware of our middle and trying to open out and let more and enable more breath into our body. Okay? So once you can start to feel that rib lift, okay, we're going to release one hand to the ceiling, shoulder down, and lift up. Feel it with the other hand, the opposite hand. Lift, reach. Using all the muscles around the waist. Rib lift and replace. Rather than a waist, we're not doing a waist bend or a waist stretch yet. We're just lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. And hopefully all the skin here becomes smoothed out and lower. And lift and lower and replace. There, same the other side. Opposite hand on the ribs. Nice long arm through the fingertips, shoulders down. And lift and lengthen and lower. And lift and lengthen. Lower. Good. You might become aware of breathing in and out as well. Try not to hold your breath. Good. Good. And replace. Well done. And just to finish with, 2 arms up. We're going to alternate those rib lifts. So one on the right and replace, and the left. Isolating the rib cage. Lift up and replace. Tummy's in nice and tight. Bottom going down to the floor. And up. And you'll begin to feel all the muscles around your tummy start to turn on, or that's it. Become tighter. We'll start to tune in. And then down. Fantastic. Well done. That's it for today. See you next time. Well done.